Okay, we're back again. We're going to finish up this movement, get this thing ticking away, and date function working and everything else that has to go with it. Our next part to go in is going to be the pallet fork. It's this little guy right here. A very tiny axis on that pallet fork pivot. That jewel is a very tiny hole in it. Takes a little time because it seems to be recessed in there pretty deep. Alright. These are the type of things you don't want to rush either. Come on. Sometime today. I had it. Okay. There you. I think I have it. Let me see. I think it's in there. We're going to test it though before we lock everything down. And next is our pallet fork bridge. Okay. Making sure I'm in the shot there. I'm going to take a loop to that, make sure it's poking through the jewel, the axle that is, staff, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's lock that. We're not going to tighten these. Hardly even contacting. I'm going to turn that over, take a look at the other side. Alright, that looks good. It's installed on the back side, but I'm afraid I didn't tighten anything up, so you don't worry about damaging anything. Don't think it's through the top jewel. These can be tedious. This one's being quite tedious. Let's get it back in the shot. I'm going to take that screw back out. I'm still trying to work around this microscope. Okay. They usually stand up. When you put them in that jewel, they stand up pretty straight for you. But not always. It can be tedious. This particular caliber has been difficult for me sometimes. I don't know why. That was genius. I'm sure everybody saw that. Yeah, I dropped the screw in there. Okay, barely tight. That's just seated in there, the screw. Alright, next screw. Normally doesn't take 5 minutes to put a pallet and bridge together, but sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. Okay, we're barely tight. We're going to look at that with a loop. Okay. There's a very tiny staff coming through there. Need a pretty strong loop to see it. Okay, let's give this a test. I just like to give it a little rock back and forth. Check its end play. Feels good. The bridge is nice and level, and we're going to put a couple of winds into this, and we're going to check that pallet fork. How it snaps back and forth. Just nudge it. And it's working good. Now we're going to put a little oil in that pivot, and that's going to be 90-10. There's a bit of 90-10. Come around to the other side and do that as well. Okay. Now let's get our balance in place. See if we can get this ticking. Okay. We're going to move our balance to, or our pallet fork to that side of the banking pins. Let's make sure we're in the shot here. Okay, it's a little crooked there. Okay, something's not lining up. Alright, we got a little motion out of it. That's a good sign. I think my dog's at the door. I gotta go let her in. Okay. I'm gonna let that spin a while. I can let my doggy in. Ah. Alright. Sorry about that. Dog was out doing her business. Had to let her in. Okay. Next thing. The jewel. Let's put a jewel on that. I'm going to take a look at this with the loop. Looks good. Another demonstration on oiling a jewel. Here is our capstone. Spotless. Unbelievable how good that cleaner is. Outstanding. Good stuff. That's focus. Alrighty. Going to grab that with the tweezers in my left hand. Deposit the oil right in the middle. That might not be enough. Okay, let's move this off to the side. Son of a gun. Okay. I was trying to work around my microscope and I leaned on the tweezers a bit much and my capstone took a dive. It didn't go far. Okay, I'm going to take this out of the shot only because I just can't seem to get it to work or work around this microscope too well today. I don't know what my problem is. I got issues. Let's see. How's that look? Okay. How's it look from here? Okay. There you have it. Back to our setup. Then goes our stone and balance, jewel, and capstone. Now let's see about putting in the shock spring. If we can do that as quickly as the last one we did. That one went rather smoothly. Okay, come on. This has a curve to it, if you can see there. So I'm going to turn that over. Come on. That's not what I need. It's being a little sticky. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. It'll be one of those days, people. A delicate little bugger. Maybe I had too much caffeine today. That's entirely possible. What do we got? A piece of dirt there? No. Okay. Let's see if we can mount this up. Okay, looks good. Balance is still spinning. We're going to check the end shake. It's got a little enough end shake on it. Now let's turn this over. Put the rest of this back together on this side. Okay. Here we go. Trixie, be nice. Nutty dog. Okay, we're gonna put a little. What do we want on that? Maybe some 8200. I'm going to take this out of the shot. Okay. A little 8200 on the cannon pinion. And we drop in the hour wheel. I believe that's called. And then we're going to have this little guy installed. No, it's going to go this way. Are we in the shot? Yes. Okay. Actually, before we do that, we need to get our date setting mechanism in place. And that's going to entail this guy going in. So we got to move that spring out of the way. Put that in there. Drop the wheel in. Come on. Can I get that stuck in there? I can. Okay, let's get in the shot. Come on. I want to move that lever out of the way. There we go. That works. Next we have our date ring. I'm just going to dust it off with some Rotico. Make sure it's clean, spotless. We don't want any residual oils, dust, dirt, anything on there. We'll get both sides of that done. Just double checking here. Not much to do with these other than get them clean, get them dust free so nothing hangs up. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Okay. I think that goes that way. Does that go on that side? Or does that go on the other side? I think that goes over here. Or do we have a problem? Nope. Just had it in the wrong spot. Alright, let's get in the shot. Here we are. We installed this guy right here. Holds that in place. Here's our spring. Let's turn that over. That's going to go like that. Sorry, I'm not keeping things in the shot too good here, am I? No, I'm not. And we're going to snap that in, if possible. I would think so. Okay. Looks good so far. Nothing's flying out at me. There goes our top plate. That's what I'm going to call it. Top plate. And let's get a screw in there. Are we in the shot? Close enough. Yeah, this is taking longer than expected, but that's okay. I'm going to continue with this. And we're going to shut this down for the next part so it doesn't get too lengthy. Probably boring everybody to death. Okay, one more screw. Because this is getting lengthy, I know. So we're going to stop there, and we'll continue on with the next part.